All right. Man, good morning. It's the kid, the triggered yogi himself. Leon Walker, aka Yoga Leroy. It is January 13th, 9:01. Man, some of these streams is hard to jump on, but I am making it. I am making it to the stream on time, 9 a.m., 30-minute stream. This is the Triggered Coffee stream. I talk about my triggers. I talk about what's coming up, how I dealt with it, good, bad, and ugly. I invite anybody to slide into the chat with anything that's coming up for you. Triggers, moments in life, situations you didn't really know how to handle, past, present, maybe something happening in the future that's triggering you. That's what this is for. That's the intention of this stream. The chat it's actually been good the last few days, man. And I don't really know what that is. I feel like it's because school's back. Because school is back in session, so these young boys ain't in the chat just trolling because they ain't got nothing else to do. All right, man. So last night we had the Comedy Fitness Live, episode 38. Had a lot of funny people show up. Had old friend show up, and she helped out with tallying the points of the show. And it, man, wasn't a perfect night. It was not a perfect night. My sound was off. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 mics. So there's 6 mics, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating being a one-man show because I'm still learning all this technical stuff. And last night I turned on the sound. The sound was working great last week. And last night I turned on the sound and it was just off. It was just off. It wasn't terrible. So I didn't lose my shit because it was tolerable. But it wasn't as crisp as my sound has been in the past. My sound has been extremely crisp and pretty solid after I started running the wires through the ceiling. But last night was just off, and I don't know what is off, and I might have to take it all down and put it all back together again to figure out this sound and what's going on with the sound. So that was really annoying me during the live show last night. The sound was off. And I changed the format of the show, so I don't feel as present on the show as I would like to be as the host of the show, because I'm also the engineer during the show. I'm the one that is working the camera operator. And man, it's just a lot. So the the Comedy Fitness Live show that I do at 7:30 on Mondays, it is a love-hate relationship that I have going on. I love it because it's fun, and I hate it because it's not fun. Michael Jackson, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Chat has been a little dead. Chat has been a little quiet. I think it's because these kids went back to school, man. I'm so glad y'all back in school, man. I'd rather it be quiet than ridiculous, man. Hello. Hello. What's going on? How we doing? You a time traveler, huh? This is the Triggered Coffee live stream, talking about my triggers, talking about what's coming up for me, man. A lot of things was kind of going on. I know it's something I should talk about because I don't want to talk about it. It is a lot of. I had a lot of triggers come up last night, man, during the show. Ah, man, I had a lot, man. So I had an old friend come watch the show, and this was like one of my best friends from back in the day. We were in acting classes together, and we started doing a web series together, and the web series kind of blew up, and we had somebody give us money to produce a pilot, and the person that was supposed to be our mentor, acting coach, sabotaged the entire project. And yeah, that happened. That was like 15 years ago. So, a lot of old emotions kind of jumped up in my face last night. Just kind of, as I was talking to this old friend that came and watched the show, a lot of emotions kind of jumped up in my face, man. And yeah, I don't know if it's like I was triggered, but I just noticed all these like old memories, old emotions, old thoughts of like what could have happened, could have, would have, should have, that kind of thing. It was interesting, man. It was interesting. Resentment, yeah. Something I've been really trying to get a hold of is the resentment issues that I have. I feel like resentment is just something that you have to daily, like, it has to be like a daily practice to be like, oh yeah, I got resentment issues right now because of X, Y, and Z. Let me chip away at that. I don't want that. I don't want to hold that. I notice this in a lot of my relationships. Not a lot, but a lot of my relationships that I value that don't really look how I imagine they would look at this point in my life. I do have these resentment issues that come up. And I have to just remind myself, yeah, put that down, put that down. Something I have to chip away at. I don't know if you're dealing with the same thing. Man, some of you chatters in the chat, are y'all slow? You just repeat the same thing over and over. I don't get that. I'm trying to figure y'all out, man. Y'all slow or what? Slow or what? Yeah, go and get out of here, man. I had enough. So yeah, last night was interesting. Dealt with a lot of things. A lot of things were kind of popping up out at me when it, doing the. I am going to today. I'm going to start actively looking for some help, some support with this studio, this show that I've been producing and building. I do need support. I do need support. So I have an idea to put. The page on what's it called, LinkedIn, and look for some engineers or sound guys that are looking to start building something with somebody. So that's what I'm gonna do. The chat has, we are back to, man, I felt like we are back to, I feel like we're starting over with this whole stream now that we're in the new year and winter vacation is over, man. I honestly don't have much else to talk about. Chat is really quiet today. Has been flagged for homo. Interesting. That doesn't seem right. Official YouTube live support. Yeah, no, this don't seem right, dude. If that's the case, I don't know who would be, man. Is that fake? That's fake? Okay, cool. Appreciate that. YouTube, because I've gotten a couple of these messages, like, that's just a troll, I guess, huh? It's so strange. Wow, what people be up to, man? What is that? It's so strange. Why would you? Man, I swear y'all bored, man. What time is it? It's 9 a.m. over here. I can't believe y'all just be jumping on the internet just with the wild stuff, man. They will contact you through email. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because I've gotten a couple messages like that, and I don't know what to do with it. I'm like, is this real? I'm like, man, I don't be saying nothing homophobic that I think, that I know of. You know? Are you AI? Yes. Yes, I'm AI. I'm a robot. Jesus Christ. All right, man, listen. I don't know what else to talk to you guys about. It's only 13 minutes in. That's really what I got going on. That's really what I got going on. After my show, I do feel like really exhausted. Last night was my Comedy Fitness live show. The format is 5 other comics come and we riff off of Instagram reels and photos, trending topics and stuff like that from the stage in my studio here in my backyard. And it's fun. It's just a lot of work because I'm kind of managing the whole thing on my own and I'm hosting it on my own. I would like help. Actually, a friend of mine came last night and she tallied the points, which even just someone tallying the points instead of me also judging, hosting, engineering the cameras, even just her judging or tallying the points, and she was kind of like the judge, that made such a big difference to like me not feeling so overwhelmed. I just need some support, man. But support is hard to find. Good support is hard to find in LA. Good support. Am I black? I would think so. I would say so. Or am I really black, or am I pretending? Are you really a female, or is that just a fake profile picture? Because when females pull up with dumbass questions like that, that's a dude's question. Like, usually only dudes come to the chat and ask dumb shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't think you're a female. I think you got a fake profile. The whole thing fake. You talking about, am I black? Am I pretending? I think you pretending on the internet. Don't pull up trying to project the energy that you hold. Get out of here with that. Where are you in the state, if you don't mind? I'm in Los Angeles. Specifically the Valley area. I live in the Valley. I live in the Valley, man. So yeah, man, last night, last night's show was episode 38, and every show after the show, even when the show is good, the show was pretty solid last night. There's still like some, even my friend commented on it in the last three shows, like in between comics, there's this dead air, there's this awkward air, this awkward space that I gotta figure out what to do with that space. Every show, even after the show, even if it's good, I'm like, man, I still got a lot of work to do. Making this show really, really dope. Pretty cool live stream. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. Why don't you? People pull up to the chat and be like, oh man, I just subscribed. When you didn't. You did not. You're lying. That's how you're starting off 2026? A liar? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this, internet trolls? I don't get it. You're still putting energy out there. Do you think it doesn't exist because it's on the internet? It exists. I don't get it. I don't get you trolls. I don't get your mentality. I don't get why you do the things. I want to figure it out. Please help me. Purple Groovy 172. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Good to see you again. I'm just rambling. I'm just here, I'm just here. How old am I? Mind your business. How old are you? Just because I'm on camera, you don't get to ask me all the questions. I don't even care. But why does that matter? We're not going to date. You're a dude. I'm married. You don't need to know my age. Ask something else. Chucky is behind you. Oh, yeah? Is he? How old are you? There has to be something else that you could come up with on the internet to a stranger. There has to be something a little bit more clever than that. That's an 11-year-old thing to say. Come on, chat. I didn't ask. I did not ask how old you are. Why? Because I don't care. This is the Triggered Coffee live stream. I care about your triggers. I could give a rat's butthole how old you are. The intention of this chat is your triggers. What's coming up for you? Slide that into the chat and let's talk about it. Good grief. What day is this? Tuesday. I got shit to do, man. I got shit to do today. How is your family doing today? They're fine. My son, he seems a little down. All right. Let me tell you about my little 16-year-old little son. He's spoiled. He's spoiled rotten. He gets straight A's. Straight A's. All this year, all last year, he got straight A's. He's a junior in high school. We spoil him to a fault. He plays basketball. He wants to go to the next level playing basketball. I went to a high level. I went to Division I football. I played at a high level. I know what it takes to play sports at a high level. My son has some habits that aren't in alignment with what needs to happen to play at a high level. And I'm trying to get him out of it. But it's hard because he's spoiled. And he has spoiled kid mentality. And he gets in his own way. Subscribed. I hope you really did and you're not just saying that, because I get a lot of people saying that they subscribed when they really didn't. You didn't ask me that. Blood. If y'all don't get out of here. Where can you find my... you could email me, leon.walker12@gmail.com. Or you could DM me on Instagram. Yoga Leroy Got Jokes on Instagram. I also have a business Instagram page, which is Yoga Leroy Studios. So you could DM me, you could email me. And yeah, I do need support. That is true. All right. My triggers is getting slapped in the back of my head. Man, yeah, I could imagine that would trigger you. Who's slapping you in the back of the head? Is that like a regular thing happening? That sounds like abuse. That's more than a trigger. That's assault. That's more than that. You promised. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Again, kind of guy. You asking the wrong things. This is not a dating app. This ain't a dating app, my friend. Okay? We're not, this isn't like, no. All right. Get up out of here with that. It's not what I'm doing. All right. Again, another question that does not matter to you. What I do for fun. I do shit. I'm a grown ass man. I fun, family. Who do you think it is? My older sibling. Who? Bro, read your sentences back to yourself before you like hit send. For real. What's up, Mario? Just subscribed, my man. Just subscribed. Hell yeah. Mario's been following me for a while on different platforms. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Who you think it is? My older siblings. Bro. That was a regular question. You're missing the whole point of the stream, kind of guy, is what I'm telling you. Is there a language barrier here? Is English your second language? What's happening? Because this is triggering me. Because we're going back. Because I want to figure this out, my friend. What did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet? Man, not a knock joke. Oh, what was it? What was it? You subscribed, so we gotta do this. You subscribed. I appreciate you. What did he say? Maybe something racist? Let's see. All right, it's taking you a while. I'll finish up about what's going on with my son. So about before winter break, my son asked me to drop off In-N-Out before his game. And I dropped off In-N-Out. The chat is very triggering. It really is. It really is. But at least it's not racist like how it's been before. At least it's not, let me knock on some wood. The chat is very triggering because people are pulling up with that BS. I don't know what y'all talking about. But at least y'all in here, I got to be grateful. At least y'all in here. Because I could just be screaming at myself. So my son, he asked for me to drop off In-N-Out. In-N-Out, if you don't know what In-N-Out is, if you don't live on the West Coast, it's like a burger spot. Everybody loves it, In-N-Out. Burgers and fries. And that's all they got, burgers and fries. That's it. And it's been my son's favorite since he's been 3. That's our go-to. And I did it. Because again, my son's spoiled. So I dropped off In-N-Out. And then it started becoming a habit. Now, I will say, when I dropped off In-N-Out, he balled out that day. He balled out. Balled out. Balled out. Probably the best game I've seen him play in a while. And I told him, hey, bro, you play like that. You play like that every time I will drop you off In-N-Out. I'll drop off In-N-Out every game. So, not going to lie, he hasn't played like that since then. He hasn't played bad. But he hasn't gotten back to that because he balled out that day. He was winter vacation. He slept in a lot. Not not a lot, but it was like half and half. Half and half he was sleeping in, half and half he was staying up late playing video games, and sometimes he was waking up going to the gym, sometimes he was, but he wasn't locked in. He was definitely not locked in this winter. He was my son. He is a young junior, so he still has immaturity issues that he's working through. He's still trying to figure out if he wants to grow up or if he wants to stay like a little kid, And a lot of people stay little kids forever, and you can stay a little kid and make money. You could just be a streamer and just play video games all day long. I have heard about In-N-Out on the Cobra Kai series. Yup. I don't hoop. My son hoops. I don't. I played football. So, long story short, the reason why my son is having trouble on the basketball court is because he's not locked in to doing the things that he should be doing daily, every day, to get better and to stay sharp. That hasn't really connected. Those things haven't connected. A lot of these kids have this NBA 2K mentality. Like when you play NBA 2K, you could just pull up to the joysticks and be fire. Like, yo, I'm an all-star. Look at how good I am on NBA 2K. I haven't played in like 2 weeks. I don't even practice. I just pull up to the sticks. Yeah. These kids have that mentality when it comes to actual sports, actual basketball. They just think that they have to just show up, and all this imagination and creativeness in their head about how they play, they think that that's going to actually happen in real life. And it's not. So my son is fighting this NBA 2K mentality in real life and really trying to find a balance of doing the work and, still just being a kid and having fun. And it's getting in his way on the basketball court. And last night or yesterday, he asked me to drop off a burrito. And I'm like, bro, it's the first day back to school. And you already ask it, like, bro, you've been off of school for 3 weeks, just living your best life, and you're asking me to drop off food at school. Bro, this is not how we grew up. This is not how we grew up. Our parents didn't drop off food for us, like, in high school. This is, like, for me, it's kind of crazy that these kids, but it's our fault. It's my fault. Moral of the story, it's my fault. Yes, I have Twitch, Yoga Leroy Studio on Twitch. Does he have a coach? Yes, he has a few coaches. He has his high school basketball coach. LaMelo is one of my favorite players. My son and I have been following LaMelo Ball for a long time. And it's very interesting because the only thing that stands in LaMelo Ball's way is his immaturity. He is so good. He is so good, but he is an immature. He's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Like, here's the thing with LaMelo Ball. Number one, not only was he super talented, but his dad was a crazy person. Like, his dad made him do certain things. He had no choice but to develop the skills because his dad would not allow any, even though LaMelo Ball has always been a very immature person. Like, very immature. And even now as an adult, 24 maybe? Even now at 24, 25 maybe? I'm not quite sure. I'm going to look that up after this. Even now as an adult, he can't get out of that immaturity. And it's the LaMelo Ball should be the face of the NBA. That's how good he is. That's how talented he is. But this guy is getting benched because he can't grow the fuck up. I'm sorry. Excuse my language. He can't grow up. A lot of young people are like this. They can't grow up. It's so hard for them to grow up. This is not how my generation was. Millennials, we weren't like this. We wanted to grow up. We wanted to be adults. We didn't want to stay children for our entire life. Like these kids want to stay, they miss this period of time where it's like, oh, in order for me to do this, I need to grow up. Maybe it's because you see guys like Jared McCain, LaMelo Ball, see guys that are big influencers and they act silly all the time and they're just goofballs and they get all these amazing results. What you don't see is they have the best trainers. When they're not doing content, they are in the gym, they're working. They're not doing any of the dumb shit that you other kids are doing. You know, like all these kids are playing NBA 2K all day long. That's not getting you better at basketball. It's not. So what you're missing, you just see the results of like these guys, LaMelo Ball and Jared McCain, but you're not seeing all the hard work that they're doing behind the scenes. And it's really messing with these kids' reality. Everything is figure outable. Absolutely. His teammates are trash. Yeah, man. Why was he benched? Does anybody know? I mean, I feel like he was benched because he just be goofing off all the time. But if sounds like we got some LaMelo Ball fans in the chat. Enlighten me. I'm kind of curious to why he was benched. Burrito, not the best idea. It actually is the best idea. A burrito is a good post or pre-game meal because you got protein, you got carbs, there's a lot of energy in there. It's a good meal before a game. Not like a huge burrito, but it was a good sized burrito. It wasn't like crazy. It wasn't like a crazy burrito. It was a good sized burrito. Yeah, very true, very true. Did I see your joke? The answer is the supplies. Okay. Got it. See the joke. Well done. All right, my friends. This is a 30-minute stream. Not much else going on in the chat. Did I finish what I was talking about with my son? I don't want to leave you guys on a cliffhanger. The moral of the story is my son needs to grow up. So he had a game last night, and I do my live show, so I wasn't able to go to his game. But I asked him like, "How was the game?" And it didn't seem like he was happy with his performance. He didn't score any points yesterday. I hate when I'm right. I don't want to be right. I don't, when it comes to like how he wants things to happen, because again, he has this NBA 2K mentality. He thinks that he just needs to show up and he's going to be an all-star. It's just not the way it works. I wish it did, man. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? You just show up and you're just an all-star. You're just Kobe Bryant. You know, I play football and God is Kanye West is my... okay, I'm putting it together. I play football. God is Kanye West is my pre-game song. Love it. I'm going to listen to that song after this so I could get in the zone. Shout out, GOAT. So I'm hoping, and I told him I'm not getting him food before his games anymore. And I'm hoping like my son really starts to, these things really start to click for him, and he starts to see, you know, when I played football. Now, my football journey was long, extremely long. I started playing freshman year in high school. I was trash. Sophomore year in high school, I was trash. It was not till junior year. So sophomore year in high school, I got in the gym all summer. That's all I did was work out. Junior year, I came back with a whole new setup, just big, swole, aggressive, and I found myself a little bit more. Senior year, again, had a solid senior year. My first year of college, I didn't play football at all. I went to a college in Atlanta, Georgia. I wanted to experience a HBUC. Then after that year, I moved to California and I went to a JC, a junior college, where my coach knew the coach. So I got on a JC football team, and it took 3 years on that JC for me to get a scholarship to play football, and I got a scholarship at West Texas A&M, which was a D1 AA, and I played there for a year. So my journey with college sports was really, really long and kind of exhausting, you know? So I'm not saying, like, even if my son doesn't figure it out these next 2 years, I'm not saying it's over. But if you don't figure it out in high school, if you don't figure it out, it's not necessarily over. It's just going to be long. It's going to be long. You're just making it harder on yourself. Not doing not catching wind of the maturity that you need at this level. If you can't catch wind of the maturity that you need in high school, when you make that mental switch in your 20s, 21, it's just going to be so much harder for you. Just because you couldn't grow up when you were in high school. Because none of these kids are growing up. All right, man. That's it. That is a trigger, though, my son. That's it for me, man. This is the Trigger Coffee Podcast. I do jump on here every morning for 30 minutes talking about things that are coming up to me and how I handled it. I appreciate the chat. It was a healthy chat. Purple Groovy 172. Thanks for dropping by, popping in. Appreciate you. Always good seeing you. Kind of guy. We made it make sense. We worked it out. Appreciate you. Thanks for dropping in. Dallas, thanks for the subscription. Gangnam, thanks for the basketball talk, man. Mario 9119, good to see you, man. Thanks for following and supporting. Appreciate you. There's one more person I want to say. Trinity Times Travel was here. Thanks for dropping by. Good to see you. I hope you guys all have a wonderful Tuesday. I will be back again tomorrow. Trigger Coffee. Have a great day. Subscribe to the channel. Peace.